Welcome to another episode of Mullet Family. The fall colors are beautiful this time of the year, and we went camping in Montana's great outdoors. It was a lot of fun, and make sure to stay tuned all the way to the end of the video when I make some delicious apple rolls. Welcome to our channel. Welcome to Mullet Family. Today, we are going camping, probably for the last time this year. The fall leaves are out beautiful, and every year this time we like to go camping just to enjoy the fall colors before the snow comes. Got a lot of things loaded up in the camper, and everything is just kind of thrown in. The blankets, but we're about ready to go. Well, here we are. Leaves are starting to change. It's so fall. There's a coolness in the air. This is just a beautiful place back here. Just look at this. Look at how junky people look, like people were shooting bottles. Isn't that just awful? There's just glass all over.
Yep, that definitely looks like it.
That is so bad. Boy, stay away from there. Stay away from there.
If I get cut, Jordan.
Don't touch that stuff. That is just not nice. Look at all this glass. It looks like somebody was target shooting back here.
Look at this. Cool.
This is Spud, for all of you who may not know. We got him when he was just a little puppy, and he looked so tan and brown. He reminded me of a potato, so we called him Spud. Right, Spud? Yeah, right, Spud. Such a good dog. He's almost 14 years old, and we've had him since he was just a wee little puppy. Well, we're here at our camping spot that we're going to spend the night. The sad thing is Jerome is home. Jerome stayed home. He had I think he had a pinched nerve. He didn't feel that great, so he opted to stay home, which makes me very sad. I like all my kids here, but he wanted to stay home, so he's...
Why do you bring some battery-powered tools?
I'll cut the firewood if we need to.
Okay.
Guys, what are you carving? Hot dog sticks?
Uh-huh.
What kind is that one?
I think it's Old Timer. It's a brand. I kind of love
Old Timer brand? You like that? Huh?
I
Let
love
me...
it. Yep, I'm gonna roast some hot dog on here.
I brought some hot dogs and I brought some pizza because I know the stove works as well, so.
Is it stronger?
Got these off of eBay. This book is The Good Old Days from April of 1983. They are so interesting. That's what Marvin's reading, one of the Good Old Days books. This was from 1983 as well. So, very interesting.
Should I put a hot dog in here? This hot dog's for Dad.
Later on tonight, I'm gonna make some cinnamon rolls for everyone. Oh, there we go.
Smelling
You can
it.
smell the cinnamon,
No,
can't you?
I can. It smells
Really good, right?
Yeah.
So there you have it. As soon as the pizza is out, I'll put these cinnamon rolls in. You can enjoy some cinnamon rolls with coffee. The boys were eating some hot dogs. I just put this pizza in the oven right there. Can't see it very well. Got some hot water for coffee. And I got these cinnamon rolls. I got a couple packs of these cinnamon rolls. I'm going to make some for breakfast as well. I'm not eating sugar or pizza, but the boys will eat it. There's the pizza. Now, you can put in these cinnamon rolls right here. Here are the cinnamon rolls.
That I can't wait until I eat that. Ooh, that looks terrific.
One for you. Morgan, are you hungry for one? Here, Morgan.
Thanks.
Have you seen this before, Jordan?
I am blending.
Beans and rays. Let's put it here and let it cool off slow, otherwise it gives us crack. Have to go out.
My grill. Look. It's like so cool. Look.
guys, it's morning and I just got these out of the oven. These cinnamon rolls. Are they good, Jordan?
Yeah. Can I have another one?
Sure.
Oh.
It rained last night, so everything is fresh. There's some fog up there on the mountains. Did you all have a good night? We are about ready to leave, so we're putting out the fire. Just dump it on.
Yeah, but I wanna. I'm killing the snack.
We're packing up, getting ready to leave. Just putting out the fire right now.
Put this in the fire.
No. Put that in the trash.
Is that steam? Water, man, it's sort of wet. I think that's like partial steam and smoke.
Packing up, getting ready to head out.
I'm in steam.
Was just so much fun, so refreshing, and it was probably the last camping trip that we'll do for this year. We've had some really cold mornings, and we've had the fire going in the stove, especially in the mornings when it's really chilly. But right now it's in the afternoon. I'm getting supper ready. I have a few things here from last night. I had the youth over at my house last night. And so I had a bunch of kids here and I made supper for them, mashed potatoes, some meatloaf, and I've got these leftovers here that I'm gonna heat up for supper, but I'm gonna make some dessert right now. I'm drinking my protein shake. It's my snack for this afternoon. Right now, it's time to pick up the boys from school. I'm going to be making apple rolls. It's a dessert for supper tonight. The recipe I'm using right now is an old Amish recipe. It's been around since I was a little girl. It's called apple rolls. And basically what it is you make kind of like a pie crust. You roll it out and you add your shredded or diced apples with cinnamon, some sugar. You roll it up and you put it in a pan, put some sauce over it, and bake it. It's really delicious and good. It's a perfect fall recipe. I will make sure to link it in the description, so go check it out. The first thing that I need to do is peel a couple of these apples, shred them up. So the peeler I'm using here comes from Pampered Chef. Some of you may remember a year or so ago, I used to sell Pampered Chef, but it was a season in my life that I was not very well. I was going through some health issues. So I ended my career with Pampered Chef. I've been thinking since to join again, but it just hasn't happened. But anyway, this peeler is from Pampered Chef. These peelers are my favorite. I've got a few of them and I use them a lot. I use them a lot for my apples and potatoes. They work really well. So this is what I'm using today. I'm gonna peel a couple of these apples. Now, you can shred the apples or just dice them. For me, I have a shredder that I'm going to use because it's so much faster and easier than cutting and apples. I'm not sure how many apples I need. I'm gonna peel 5 apples for now. I think that's about all I need. I just cut and cored these apples. I'm gonna just let them rest in this water until after I've made the crust because I don't want them turning brown. So I'm gonna wait to shred them till after the crust is made. This is the shredder that I use. It's years ago, my sister Emily found this at a yard sale and she bought it for me. And I have used it over and over and over. Some of the suction on the legs don't work quite right, but it has served me many, many times since I've been married, which has been almost 20 years. The dough for these apple rolls is very similar to a pie crust. 3 cups of flour, 3 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/2 cup of sugar, an egg, and some butter. I'm going to mix all of these together, and after they're thoroughly mixed, I'm going to add milk until it's the correct consistency that I can roll out. So the first thing is just add my flour here, my sugar, baking powder, mix this stuff together, and then I'm adding an egg and some butter. I would say this is about 3 tablespoons of butter. Just gonna plop that right in there. And an egg. Just plop that right in there and start mixing. So here you go. I've got my dough rolled out, and the next step is I'm going to put my shredded apples on here, sprinkle some cinnamon on, and then a thin layer of these apples on here. And I'm not adding any sugar into these apples because when I get done slicing them up and putting them in these pans, I'm going to make a syrup that goes on top of that. I have some more dough, so I may need to peel and cut some more apples. Maybe not. Just like that. Now I'm going to take my cinnamon here and just sprinkle it on top of the apples. Like that. It's time to start rolling. I'm just going to start at one corner and roll it up. It doesn't have to be perfect. Now I'm just going to slice up my apple rolls and put them in the pan like that. So these are the apple rolls. The next step is I'm going to be making syrup and pour it on top of the rolls and then bake it. But I thought I was going to have enough for 2 pans. So I buttered up 2 pans, but I don't quite have enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the rest in one of my bread pans. The next step is to clean up my mess, and then I'll be making the syrup that goes on top of here. But before I put the syrup on, I dot each roll with a little bit of butter. Turn my oven on to 350. I need 2 cups of brown sugar and 2 cups of water. Now, 2 cups of water. I'm just going to simmer this, heat this up until it is fully dissolved. Just a little bit of salt. Salt brings out the flavor. To pick up the boys from school. I just took out my apple rolls from the oven and they do look good and they smell good. Just look at that. I will make sure to post the recipe in the description. I just got home from bringing the boys home from school, and it's not quite supper time, but I'm gonna let them try my apple rolls. See if they like it. Here's the spoon for each of you. So they're desperate for some of this. So I want to see if they like it. Okay, you try it. Okay. So guys, what do you think? You've had a taste.
It's okay, but it's just not that very sweet.
It's not as sweet?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe we need to add a little bit more sweetness to this recipe.
Yeah. But
how do you like it? How do it taste? Not very sweet? So when I put the apples on, I didn't put any sugar in the apples, and it was the sauce, the syrup on top that was sweet. So maybe I'll have to add a little bit of sugar in the apples when I make this. So the boys say it's great, but it's not very sweet. So there you have it. I'll make sure to post the recipe and you can go make it yourself. So I'm not eating anything with sugar right now. So I'm not going to even taste this, but I'm just going to take the boys' word for it. So if you do make it, maybe sprinkle a little bit of sugar in with your shredded apples. So there you have it. Thanks, guys.